Look, at my age, you know I've been to a lot of doctors. Healthcare partners, they really care. They're concerned about your health. They're all the best. I am Roberta, and I am a healthcare partner. Visit hcpnv.com to hear my story.
News 46 is brought to you by Comfort Hospice Care, where we give our patients and their loved ones peace of mind, knowing we provide the highest quality of care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, call 751-0349.
Tonight on News 46, a ribbon cutting is held for a new business. Join in the Shakespeare Roundtable Saturday at the library and a day in the life at Spring Mountain Ranch. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Monique Mitchell. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Tuesday, September 24, 2013. I'm Monique Mitchell for News 46. Well, a ribbon cutting was held this morning on the north end of town. The business specializes in fabric, sewing, quilting, and supplies.
All right, I want to thank everyone for coming out here today. It's an exciting day. We are here with Shirley Ryder, one of our newest chamber members at Hidden Stitch Fabric. If you need something made with fabric, she can do it. So come out and support her at 520 Leslie on the north side of town. And at this time, if you want to cut your ribbon.
I'm a fabric store. I try to carry fabrics mostly for quilters, although I do have different fabrics available. I do some crafts, some sewing for other people, not a whole lot. A little bit of upholstery work for other people, again, not a whole lot. Mm-hmm. But my main goal is to provide fabrics and notions for quilters.
You joined the Pahrump Valley Chamber of Commerce. You had a ribbon cutting today.
Yes, I did. I've been with the chamber only a couple months, actually.
You're operating out of your home here. That's also a store?
Yes. My prices are probably the best in town, with the exception of Walmart, and we won't even go there. I have the cutting mats, of course, and the rotary cutters. I have needles, and I have rickrack, laces, bias tapes, threads, just all that kind of stuff.
Anything that do-it-yourself sewing person would want?
Oh, absolutely.
Are you also with the quilting guild out here too as well?
The Shadow Mountains Quilters? Yes, I am. I'm a member with them.
Tell me where we can see you displaying some of your items, or should people contact you here at your home?
Well, they can do that, but I'm also going to be at the Grape Stomp up the winery in the 5th and 6th, I believe it is, of October, where I'll be selling some of my crafts. I can be reached by my phone. I'm on Facebook. And I'm getting a website set up right now. It's still in the works, though.
What's the phone number?
702-806-5671.
Well, police have announced that the missing 16-year-old Henderson teenager Adrian Navarro Canales is the suspect in the double homicide case, which involved the brutal stabbing of his own mother and 9-year-old brother. Police checked their apartment 3 separate times over 2 days and failed to find the decomposing bodies of a woman and her son who were stabbed to death. The bodies weren't uncovered until the 4th police check on Friday. The teenager is suspected to have stayed in the apartment for some time after stabbing his family to death on September 17th, then fleeing. Adrian Navarro Canales hasn't been found. He was named Monday as an adult in a warrant accusing him of killing 40-year-old Elvira Canales Gomez and 9-year-old Cesar Navarro. The decomposing bodies were discovered after repeating calls from a friend and relative worried that Canales Gomez hadn't shown up for work Wednesday and the younger boy hadn't been at school. The family threw a 16th birthday for Adrian Monday at the apartment. Well, is chronic pain psychosomatic? Celine MacArthur explains after the break.
Researchers have identified a cause for unexplained widespread chronic pain in adults and children. The details next in Prescription Health.
Today's news is brought to you in part by Dr. George Leeks, Pahrumps optometrist since 1990, offering full-spectrum eye care for children and adults. Call today, 727-8300.
Welcome back to News 46. Many patients who experience chronic pain throughout their body are told it's all in their head. But as Celine MacArthur shows you, a new research reveals a possible cause and cure.
Tip is brought to you by Humana.
Visit our local office in the Pahrump Valley Junction Shopping Center or call 775-727-0871.
Laura Waslow is passionate about the guitar, but in 2009, chronic widespread pain prevented her from playing.
It was a burning pain in my legs and feet, and then also my feet, which were getting red and swollen all the time.
Several doctors told Laura it was nerve damage from her diabetes, but no one can make the pain go away.
I'm going to tap on your arms and your legs.
Until she met Dr. Ann Louise Oaklander, who diagnosed Laura with autoimmune neuropathy.
This is a particular type of widespread nerve damage that is different from the diabetic neuropathy.
Although it's been diagnosed in adults, Dr. Oaklander's study of 41 patients found it also occurs in those under 21.
Since no one knew what the cause of their pain and other symptoms were, there were no effective treatments.
In addition to chronic pain, Laura experienced insomnia, blood pressure swings, and sometimes passed out when she stood up.
The one from the patient on the right has far fewer nerve endings.
Through skin biopsies and heart and blood pressure tests, doctors discovered neuropathy in younger patients.
We're seeing abnormal skin biopsy test results or abnormal autonomic function test results. These are things that had previously not been described in young patients.
Laura's pain level dropped with steroid treatment, followed by transfusion therapy.
I feel great now. My symptoms pretty much disappeared.
I'm Celine MacArthur reporting.
Other symptoms of autoimmune neuropathy include numbness, tingling, and decreased reflexes. Some patients say their widespread chronic pain was brought on by an earlier illness, infection, or injury. Well, the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission is suing Houston-based retailer Mattress Firm, saying managers edged out older employees in favor of younger ones in Las Vegas. The age discrimination complaint was filed Monday in federal court in Nevada. It names the company and 15 other unspecified peoples as defendants. The Equal Employment Opportunity officials say the discrimination began in 2007 when Mattress Firm acquired a Las Vegas chain called Bedtime Mattress. The commission says Mattress Firm officials describe the older employees as stuck in their ways and set a goal to replace 90% of them with younger employees. The suit claims Mattress Firm demoted older employees and started ordering them to perform physically demanding tasks that ultimately compelled them to resign. Well, Trooper Loy Hickson from the Nevada Highway Patrol brings us a safety tip regarding distracted driving.
Hello, I'm Loy Hickson, Trooper with the Nevada Highway Patrol, and I'm here to remind you about distracted driving. Every day once we get in our vehicles, there's so many things out there that tend to take our attention away from the roadways. It's examples such as messing with the radio, passengers in our vehicles, eating, and a lot of times just simply taking your eyes away to look at something really quick. We want to make sure that everyone stays alive on our roadways. When you are driving, as a driver, you have a huge responsibility. That responsibility is life and death for yourself, for your passengers, and everyone else that uses the roadway. When you're operating a vehicle, understand, your focus needs to be on the road. You need to keep both hands on the wheel, 2 eyes on the roadway, and make sure you know every bit of your surroundings. When you're out on the roadways, you definitely want to always expect the unexpected. You can come across an object in the roadway, and if you are distracted, it's going to give you less time to be able to react, and unfortunately, a lot of times we will see tragedies. So, as we want a reminder, the state of Nevada, our goal is always 0 fatalities. By not being distracted, by keeping your hands on the wheel, eyes on the road, you'll help us reach that goal. For us, for you, and our community. Thank you.
Well, a military standoff with terrorists at a Kenyan mall is apparently drawing to a close after 4 days of carnage left at least 61 civilians and 6 security officers dead. 5 terrorists were also killed and 11 other suspects are in custody. About 175 people were injured. Well, Deanna O'Donnell concludes her report from yesterday in part 2 on the popular state park, Spring Mountain Ranch.
This past weekend, we visited Spring Mountain Ranch State Park. We also got a tour from the park ranger there, Mandy Kiefer. Tell me some upcoming events here at Spring Mountain Ranch.
Yes, we have Pioneer Day coming up next weekend, which is September the 21st. We also have 2 big, large events coming up at the last 2 weekends in October. We have Halloween Spooktacular on October 19th, and then we have Civil War Days, which is Saturday and Sunday of that last weekend in October.
Give me more details about each of those events, what they consist of.
Pioneer Days is basically where the children and families can come and experience life back when the first settlers had come here. It's a unique experience where they can experience that pioneer life. Halloween Spooktacular includes a haunted hike. So if you're prepared to get scared, we'll have that. We'll also have children's crafts too for the really young ones.
Wow. And then the last event, the Civil War Days.
Yeah, Civil War Days. That is actually a large-scale reenactment where people come from all over the country and they actually do battles here in the middle of our pasture and recreate the Civil War Days. The reason we do that is since Nevada is considered battle-born with the Civil War, it kind of all ties together to do that on our birthday.
One of the things that you want to pay attention to while visiting Spring Mountain Ranch State Park is an image that seems to appear on the southwest mountain range. Ranger Mandy Kiefer calls it the Madonna image. Some people call it Mother Nature, and some people call it Paiute Annie. It appears to be a female who is overlooking lovingly at the park. Some of the facilities and amenities at the Spring Mountain Ranch, of course, is restrooms, a picnicking area, visitor center, trails, historic sites, nature study, and, of course, those tours. The climate of Spring Mountain Ranch is 3,800 feet. The ranch is usually about 10 to 15 degrees cooler than the Las Vegas Valley. Temperatures range from below freezing to above 100 degrees, with the winds gusting down Sandstone Canyon that are not uncommon. The summer season usually brings a few thunderstorms and flash floods. Winters are cold and the occasional snow showers do occur at Spring Mountain Ranch. Because of the higher elevation, the ranch offers a diverse opportunity for plant study. They have 4 plant communities that are represented at the park. The main ranch hours for tours are April, May, September, and October from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., June, July, August from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., November through March, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Visitors can take a self-guided tour of the ranch interior. Park volunteers are available to answer questions. You can also get a guided tour. You just need to call the ranch for more information. Entrance fee is charged per vehicle upon entering the park. There is a tree-shaded picnic area and sites are available with grills and a restroom. You can also bring your dogs, but they must be on a leash. There's also a group use area which is available by reservation of up to 200 people. Please contact the park office for more information or to make a reservation. The public enjoys visiting the main ranch house, going on self-guided tours, hiking up those trails that are readily marked and do close 1 hour prior to the park closing. Of course, don't forget visiting Penelope, which is the only domestic animal that the park has on their property at this time. For more information on the park, you can call 702-875-4141. Or you can go on the web to Spring Mountain Ranch State Park. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.